So I woke up this morning and I wasn't in Canada, and that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. The whole idea about, there we go. The whole idea of the living in the RV was to free up some cash to get back to what I love to do, which is travel. You know, just check out some places, backpack, all that kind of stuff. And here I am waking up this morning and I'm not in Canada. And this is Thor, somebody that I've played the Xbox Formula 1 racing game with for the past 2 years.
¿Qué pasa? Welcome to Mexico.
I used to have one of those. See that thing right there? I used to own one of those when I was a kid, man. How crazy is that, man? I've never seen one. Come to Mexico and I see it. That's just crazy. So what I've noticed so far is video games here are more expensive. They're about $100, whereas back home they sell for like $91 now. Food is cheaper here. Just looking at a slice of pizza for 29 pesos. So just move the decimal point. So $2.90 Canadian kind of. Slice of pizza back home with a pop is $5. And it was we're in Costco, but it's not a Costco. It's Sam's. So this is called Sam's.
Yeah, correct.
And I'm just doing price comparisons right now, man.
Move out! Let's go! Sir, resistance fighter, we're taking you into custody.
I just had tacos. My mouth is a little bit on fire. 2 different types of pork. I used some hot sauce, and this white boy's not used to eating really spicy food. My nose always starts to run, but now I know what happens to my body when I eat spices. Bring it on. Yeah, I love these little booths, man. I love that orange, man. McLaren orange, man.
Yeah.
So we're walking around.
Mexico Stadium.
What year?
68.
1968. Anyways, if you've ever seen any of my other traveling videos, which I'll probably upload or shorten, you'll notice this hat in a couple of them. This is Old Faithful. Just like to introduce you to my hat that's been around the world with me. It's called Old Faithful, or at least it's Old Faithful today. We're just trying to find a way inside the Olympic Stadium. I want to check out the field. Purple. So anyways, I just want to quickly say that, so pesos. When I was in Canada, I purchased pesos for 8.5. So every Canadian dollar was 8.5 pesos. That's a Canadian dollar. Then when I flew into the United States and I was at the airport in Newark, I went over to the currency kiosk, and the American dollar was 8.5 to the peso. So they were offering the exact same amount that I was getting for a Canadian dollar. The American dollar was still offering the 8.5. So I scratched my head, and anyways, Thor said, come on down to Mexico and I'd get a better rate. When I landed in Mexico City, I went to one of the currency kiosks, and $1 American dollar was 12.5. pesos. So giddy up. So I changed over quite a bit of money. The moral of the story, I would say, when it comes to traveling, is when you get to the country, that's when you change your currency. I think you get more currency, because obviously they want you to spend, you know, your money, you know, in the country that you're visiting, right? So the moral of the story is don't change your money over in your native land. Travel to wherever you're at in the destination, and then make the currency conversion there, because your money's worth more.
And when he asked me if I'd be interested in coming to Mexico City and watch a Formula One race with him, I jumped at the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, Formula One, baby. That's why I'm here. Formula One. We're now inside the racetrack area. Formula One. Looked at the Red Bull jackets, are about 3,500 pesos. Moved the decimal point to the left one, 350. So I'm gonna buy something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm gonna buy something. All right, so I bought some water. So here we go. You stand in a line for about 20 minutes, and you buy a ticket, and whatever you want, you just buy pop, beer, whatever ticket you want to buy. After you paid for it, then you've got to go basically the other end of the grounds here, where they have the water and the pop and the beer, and you can't take anything on the stands. You can't walk up the stands. Everything has to be down around the grounds. So I got a bottle of water poured into my cup, and I've got an hour to drink this. It won't take me an hour to drink it. I'd have to say that Formula One is for rich people. We walked over to the merchandise. Red Bull hat, just a regular baseball hat, Red Bull hat, $200. A little bit too rich for my blood. But anyways, it's an experience, it's pretty fun. We're at turn number 1. We got the long straight that comes all the way down right in front of us for the turn 1. So I've got my own little guard dog. His name's Rufian. I leave the door open, he just comes in immediately, sits down. Every once in a while I'll come over here and I'll give him a little pat. You gotta see it to believe it. Rufian! Of course he sleeps inside here, opens the door, walks out, comes back in, sleeps here. One time he jumped up on top of my bed and slept at the foot. When I walk around, Rufian walks around with me, staying like super close to me. So anyways, I think Rufian has adopted me. I'm pretty safe here. Rufian. Hola, good morning. Day 2, Formula One. It's Saturday morning, and we've got P3, practice 3, and we got some qualifying, which is really the big event. That's when the F1 drivers really turn it up a notch. They get more aggressive on the braking. Whoever gets the fastest time around the track gets pole position, and the closer you are to starting on pole, the better you'll probably end up doing in the race. anyways, we're off. We got a little car drive to do, and then we got some bussing to do, and yeah, see you at the race. There's a little bit of bootlegging going on behind me. Drinks, candy, very expensive here. And some people were passing or selling chips, candies, pop, all that kind of stuff. Passing it between the bars there. And it's like the policier went over, had a couple of words, and bootlegging is no longer possible. People are always going to be creative, man.
Now, to keep this all in perspective, Fairly Thor is somebody that I've logged countless hours with playing a Formula 1 simulator on the Xbox One, chatting on a headset about life and what's going on. And here I am in Mexico City, watching a Formula 1 race, something I've never done before, a live event, all because I bought a tiny house. And you see that smile on my face right now? That's because all my friends told me I was crazy to do this. I've traded rent for plane tickets, and I've traded my stuff for choices. And I've made an international friend for life. And now, for that moment of Zen.
Look at that, 4 shot.